Hello, hello, hello. I am Gepwin here with all your Mac Gaming news, reviews, and gameplay, and today I'm just playing Minecraft, and I think I'm going to talk for a bit. Yeah, so a couple of things spawned this idea. For one, I normally do news today. So I've only been going at it as a Mac exclusive game channel for a couple of weeks, so I've done news both Mondays, and this week there's really not that much news. Not in the Mac gaming world anyway. So the two big consoles came out, uh, one last week and one the week before, and I think that's been sucking up all the news. Really, I haven't heard much about computer games. I haven't heard much about Mac games. There's a couple of little release things, but really nothing that big worth talking about. So, since there's not a huge amount to actually talk about as far as news, I figured I'd play something laid back like Peaceful Minecraft. This is Minecraft set to peaceful so that I can not think about it too much and just talk. And I thought that I would come to you with some gameplay and just talk over about what the heck's been going on. The other thing that spawned this is that I got about 3 hours of sleep last night, so I don't have the mental faculties or the time to put together a good news show for you this morning. I wasn't able to put it together yesterday like I normally do. Normally do all my research on through the week, and then I get all my video stuff ready on Sunday and maybe record some of the audio, but didn't get to do that this week. So it's a combination of not enough news and not enough time to report it in. So instead, you're gonna get me talking for 15-20 minutes. I hope that's okay with everyone. I wanted to just talk about where the direction of the channel is going for right now. So I've been doing reviews and some little news segments and some things. I'm thinking of adding in some more opinion pieces maybe, because I'm actually running a little low on games right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have the big network set up yet. I'm still new at the reviewing, so I've been reviewing things that I buy with my own money, which puts me in a bit of a spot because I don't have the viewership yet to be self-sufficient. If I was making like $10 or something even off of the reviews, then I could buy a game and review it and not have to worry about how much money I'm spending on the games. But right now I have to really think about, is this a game that I'm going to enjoy playing? I have to do a bunch of research and look at reviews and make sure it's something that I'm not going to regret buying before I do. Which is, things like the Humble Store and the Humble Bundle come in, and I can get some cheap stuff there. Look at those things, but that's really why the reviews have been mostly indie games and things, because I have to buy them with my own money. So if anybody does have recommendations or things of games I'd like to look at or review, you can let me know. Give me some ideas. I'm going to do some more app reviews as well. I've been doing Free App Friday. Free App Friday's been getting a pretty good response. Also, if anybody has any free apps they want to recommend, please go ahead. I've been forgetting to ask at the end of those. I'm going to start asking for recommendations. People can recommend whatever they want. Contact me. I'm always in a talkative mood. So I'm kind of wondering what other content people want. I'm a little bit techie, but I'm not a modder. I'm not going to do how to install whatever on your machine. I'm not going to do how to change your desktop so that you have 20,000 graphic cards and things. I know a little bit of the tech stuff. I could muddle through it if I wanted to, but really that's not really what I'm into. I'm into the games. I'm into looking at the games, reviewing the games, being critical of the games, just talking about games, game industry, game culture. That's really what I wanted to do when I started this channel, and I saw that there weren't a lot of people doing that for Mac games. And since I play on Mac, I decided that instead of trying to kind of hide it and hope nobody found out because they wouldn't want to see a guy playing on a Mac, just to embrace it and start doing Mac games and Mac game reviews and Mac game content, gameplay, all those fun things. So really I'm hoping to start a little bit of a conversation with everybody with this video. I know not everybody that subscribes to me watches these, and I'm trying to figure out exactly why. So I want to know what you want from the channel. I just do this channel partially for fun. I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber if I get the subscriber base, but you know how hard that is. It's like being a movie star at this point. But Yeah, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing it because I hope people like it. Seems like people are enjoying. So, let me know. Talk to me. Let me know what you'd like from your gaming channel, where you'd like to see it go in the future. So my thoughts are every now and then I'm going to do one of these little, like, rant things where I talk randomly about whatever over the top of some gameplay, like I'm doing now. Oops, I did not mean to break that entire sugarcane. And I think that could be fun. We'll talk about what's going on. I think since there's almost never been enough news, like I really have to stretch the couple times I've done news. BlizzCon was a nice boon because Blizzard always has a ton of stuff to report, but other than BlizzCon, there's really never been enough news for me to talk about. And I want to give you guys news updates. So I'm thinking of doing smaller news updates throughout the week. When something interesting comes up, I'll do a short thing about it, or maybe I'll just write a blog article about it and point you guys there in one of the videos, or, just do one of these weekly kind of rant things where I talk over the game and mention the news in that instead of talking about news exclusively. I might just talk about it and some other things as I'm playing through like this. Something that did catch my attention this week was a study that they did that proves now that television is more harmful for people than video games, which is the title that everybody's been throwing around. That's a little misleading, actually. The study was looking at a very specific young age group. I forget exactly when, some 2-year window, something like 5 to 7, and then looking at the amount of television that they watched and whether that had a deleterious effect on their behavior. And they found that watching too much television during that short age range did have a bad effect on their sociability and some other things that you need in today's world. But that the same thing with video games had no effect. So it seems to be a problem with watching something that's non-interactive. Probably just not having something that engages your brain as much. There's some good TV shows, there's some good stuff you could watch that kind of engages your brain, but really nothing's going to make you think about it as much as an interactive thing like a video game. People are still down on video games, but we've kind of won that one. We got the freedom of speech protection. They can't censor video games. They're a legitimate art form. There's still a few crazies out there who are saying that that's why people are shooting people and da da da. That really video games have kind of won that fight. Like we still like to talk about it because it's kind of easy. And it's easy to be the hated group and like, oh, nobody understands us. We're gonna have to fight our way back to the top and etc. But you know what? We're at the top. Our cons are nationally televised. Video games are in the news every day, and not just because the media wants to scare people with them, because the last few big game releases have been the largest releases of any media ever. Grand Theft Auto broke the record for anything selling anything. Like, you can't really ignore that. It's a huge, huge phenomenon. And as much as the media wants to ignore it, and some people seem to be scared of it even, you can't really. It's just too big at this point. Now you gotta wonder how long that's gonna sustain. I'm glad all the indie stuff is coming out, because this huge, like, AAA blockbuster game every year thing is just not sustainable. You can't be on a business model where every game you sell has to be a record-breaking seller. It's not gonna work. And this new generation of consoles seems to be making things worse. There we go. They seem completely based on the idea of doing huge games. They talk a bunch about the indies, but I just I haven't seen much evidence that they're doing anything with smaller games. Yeah, it hasn't been very long, I admit that, but I haven't seen much evidence that smaller game people are flocking to the machine. I would have liked to see some release day indies. If they were that into the indie scene, they should have given some developers a dev console before the thing came out. They could have had more launch day games instead of the like pitiful 2 or 3. As far as I can tell, there's only one that's worth playing on the new Xbox anyway. I'm gonna keep calling it the 360 for a while because that confuses me. I'm certainly not buying new consoles for a while. I own a 360 and a PS3, but I'm certainly not buying new consoles for a long time. I've got my computer. I still like my old games. They're still coming out with games for the machine. Like, I'm definitely not going to waste my money on a new console at this point. I need to upgrade my computer as well. My computer is old. I've mentioned that a couple times. My computer is barely able to deal with what I do with it now, so I desperately need a new computer. I'm looking into building my own. I know Mac makes it a little more difficult to build your own than some, but I think it's doable. If I could get the money together, I'd love to just grab one of those new Mac Pros that's coming out in December. The stats on those things are insane. You can get 8 GB memory card and some things like that. I think one of them has 4. You can have, I think it's 2 quad cores going at once, which is pretty insane. You get some huge stats on those things, but the big one is over $4,000. So I certainly see why people buy consoles. It's why I've gotten consoles for quite some time. It's why I do some things. I want people to make games that run on the console. I want to be able to plunk down my money for the machine and just have games that run on it instead of having to spend, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a computer that is then out of date the next year, and I have to do it again. Yeah, that's one of my problems with computer games. I know that I've got kind of a computer game channel and I do the Mac game thing, but why should I have to plunk down another $500 for a graphic card every time somebody decides that they want to get new things in the game in order for it to play properly? People know the technology that's out there. They should maybe make games that work with the technology instead of expecting everyone to upgrade. I know that developers don't really do that on purpose. They just want to use the best stuff they have to make the game, look and play the way that they want it to, which I get. But not everyone has the money for a top-end gaming PC. It's definitely not the money to upgrade it every freaking year. I should have started a timer to see how long I've been ranting, but I feel like that was a decent amount. Mostly I wanted to talk about, where do you guys want the channel to go? I know there's a couple of you who watch these videos. I'm not exactly sure why people are watching or not watching some of these, because YouTube gives you very little information on what people are watching or how much they're watching. So unless people comment and talk to me and give me some feedback, I don't know what people like or what people don't like, so I can't improve. Like, honestly, if you like the channel, then please let me know. I really appreciate the support people have given me. If you don't like it, or if you kind of like it, maybe, tell me why. It would be very helpful. I don't mean to sound whiny or anything about it, but, if people don't tell me what they don't like, I can't fix it. It's very simple, and, I do this channel for other people. I don't really do it as much for me. I enjoy it, but I like to think that I can help people, that I can point people to good games, or help people not waste their money as much, let you know the news. Do research, find some things that you didn't have time to find and just put it together in the video, and I find that interesting, but it's not worth doing if people don't at least sort of enjoy it. So let me know if you're liking it. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what kind of things you'd like to see in the channel in future. I'm currently working on an idea for a second channel that would not be game related, but would not be reviews and things. I'm kind of a history buff, so I was going to do some history related game things. Kind of tangentially related history stuff. You know, where things in different video games got their inspiration from. Some things along those lines. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be on another channel. I'll do an announcement video when those are ready. But I think that is all that I wanted to talk about, and I'm out of cobblestone, so that worked out. I am building a big wall. I'm going to make this, I'm going to encapsulate my lake here with my big wall and have sort of a giant lakey castle. So I hope you enjoyed me watching me building this big wall. And, you know, that was all I wanted to talk about. Let me know if you like this idea. I'm gonna maybe do some more of these game rants, so just sit around and talk, play something kind of mellow. You guys can just listen. You know, the gameplay is probably not as important. It's really more something for me to do. It's like, you know, something for me to do with my hands while I'm talking. So let me know if you like the new format for these. I might turn this into the, like, weekly game rant thing. I've been thinking of doing that for a while. A kind of weekly game rant where I just sit around and talk about whatever's interesting me in games, and since there never seems to be enough news to go around, I might just incorporate the news show into the game ranting. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think of the format. Let me know what you think of the channel. I'm very open to comments, questions, etc. I'm on Twitter if you can't get the Google Plus to work. I'm also on the Mac Gaming Reddit a lot, and I have a blog that I don't update as often as I should, but I think I might start putting some more news updates and things on there if I'm not going to be doing the news show, so I will definitely let you know how that turns out. Again, thank you so much for watching. I've gotten a lot of support from people. Every time I put up a new thing on the game Reddit or the iPad things, I get a few more subscribers, so I really appreciate that. I hope it's because people are liking what I'm doing. I'd really love to know what kind of content you guys want, because the reviews get a decent number of views, but it seems like people aren't liking them as well as some of the other things. So, you know, let me know what you like about the channel. Let me know what you want it to turn into, because, you know, I do stuff that's fun, but I also want to do stuff that people enjoy. So talk to me. Hopefully this will start a little conversation with the people who watch. And like, follow, subscribe, whatever. If you like the sound of my voice, since that was mostly what this video was, you know, subscribe. I talk in every video I do. So, new videos up every day but Saturday, because that's my day off. Mac gaming, news, reviews, and gameplay. I'm Gepwin, and I will see you soon.